right? So we knew what we were getting into 2 weeks ago prior to coming here, and that's what I was more excited about, because these were mental questions that I don't always talk to my son about. I don't always ask him, because I see him smiling, and I'm always smiling. I'm always happy. So and I just want to make sure that he has that same thing. And I'm just finding out today that he's more like me than I knew that he was.
I was gonna ask you guys that. I didn't know.
I'm finding out, like, you're learning and the people are learning. I'm learning
we all learning?
as well. I appreciate this so much. Learning? I appreciate this so much.
We're all learning.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Focal Flip Podcast. Every week we take a deep dive into the mystery and stigma behind mental health and explore real-life stories of struggle and triumph. We aim to educate and encourage others as we bring together a diverse group of guests. From the streets to sanctuaries, classrooms to boardrooms, mental health does not discriminate, neither do we. Prepare to laugh, prepare to cry, prepare to be changed. Let's get into it. Everybody, welcome back to the Focal Flip Podcast. My name is Mike, your host. Today is one I've been waiting on for a minute. That's a fact. Because as you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, even if you got it on the little clip on Spotify, you can see I got the Kinneys here today, y'all. Got the Kinneys. Hey, welcome.
Thank you. Chuck Kinney here.
Yeah.
Taylen Kinney here.
He smiles, man. He's so quiet. He's so quiet. We're going to get him to open up a little bit. That's for sure. Hey, so I've got Chuck Kinney and I've got Taylen Kinney. And as far as, but probably not any introduction that's needed as far as anybody in the greater Cincinnati, tri-state area. Taylen Kinney is a fantastic athlete, student, person, and he has gotten to the point to where he's caught in a lot of people's attention, including mine. But luckily, I got to follow this young man, and he has had an incredible journey. Taylen is a sophomore. He's getting ready to be a junior at Newport High School. So that's a class of 2026. Yeah. The amount of awards we could go over, I literally didn't even just put them down yet. So I'll let you kind of talk. You don't talk much, but we'll go into that. And then your dad, Chuck, is here. Chuck and I grew up playing ball in the 9th region, didn't we?
Yes, sir. I'm a Lloyd graduate, 2005. Grew up in Northern Kentucky playing ball. Been knowing Mike for many years. Have a few mutual friends, and he told me about the Focal Flip, and I'm just excited to be here and have Taylen share his story from his point of view for the young listeners, and just tell my story and hopefully inspire and give others the strength to just be tough.
I love it. Absolutely, man. I appreciate that, and I caught that vibe from you for years. Mm-hmm. I've caught that vibe from you for years from afar. And I've got to watch this young guy right here from itty bitty doing drills. Like, I'm surprised I didn't see you puking trash cans or anything like that. You work hard. You guys work hard.
Yep.
And I'm glad you all said yes. Thank you very much for coming here. It means more to me than you all can imagine. It really does.
Thanks for having us.
Speaks volumes. Yeah. I love you guys just as people. I love Chuck as a person. I have seen the way that you were raised as far as on the court, just as a person, as your parents, everybody that's around you is just amazing. But that work ethic, what I noticed from a young age was that you guys were just in the gym. You're in the gym a lot.
The main thing at an early age is just showing them what hard works look like.
Yeah.
Right? Am I responsible for where he's at today as far as the player? I would say yes. But it was his work ethic that he was taught early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you guys put some foundation in there, yeah.
The foundation was more of not the skill work or anything like that, or learning how to dribble or shoot a certain way. Mm-hmm. It was more of, this is work.
Yeah, like pushing yourself.
Just push yourself.
Like when you can't go like that fourth quarter, like going double overtime, just being able to keep going. Like
that extra kick.
6 a.m. is 80 degrees that we still run on the track multiple times, like with the older people, like not losing against them, like keeping up with those older people.
Coming in first with some great basketball players that were local. You know, we can name drop Donovan Robinson.
Yeah,
he's
Dono?
a great player. Yeah, it's from Rao. What's my other boy name? Cole. What's Cole's last name? He graduated from Boone County.
Really?
But he used to be in the gym with
Cole's
him a lot.
shoemate.
Cole's shoemate.
Cole's clean.
Yes, sir.
He's a tough kid.
It was more at that time. The only thing that I wanted to do is just like, I wanted him to play basketball at a better level than me. And then, I'm going to keep it real. I was living through him and still living
vicariously,
through him.
huh?
I'm still living through him.
I love that you're so true and honest about that.
This is my son. I'm living through him. Everything that I wanted to be and everything everywhere that I wanted to go with basketball, he's doing it. I wasn't able to do it. I wasn't pushed. I was taught how to be a good person and a good man, you know. Shouts out to my aunt and my uncle who raised me majority of my life, but they taught me how to be a good person. Like sports was second tier to them. They didn't care about sports.
True.
See, me, I was a little bit different. I wanted my son to be a hooper.
We're all different.
But again, like back to the just work ethic, it was just like, you're not tired.
Yeah.
You're not tired. What is tired? Run this mile. On that backside, hit those bleachers.
Yeah.
Kick it in another notch.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is, and that's what it was that he's carries over now, and that's why he's willing to do the workout regimen. I seen one of the questions was like on here about his work regimen. And his routine.
Yeah, that's what actually we're getting ready to go into that right now.
Right, so it's like now at this age, like I pushed him so much earlier. It's like I value the relationship of my son and I. The father-son relationship.
Sure.
I never want to lose that dynamic, right? And I hadn't been with him in the gym, so if he doesn't go hard as I want him to go, I might get angry or but I don't want that to affect,
Yeah, that kind of
son.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yeah,
I'm cool.
So, with that, tell me about your training regimen now. Today, like what is? So you just say you before you got on the podcast just now, you told me I actually love it. I like it, and So tell me about that.
So ever since the season was over, I try to get in the weight room 4 times a week. Try to get shots up like when I can, and then I do a good basketball workout. Maybe once or twice. It just matters. Like if I'm doing it with the team, I'll do maybe another one after by myself, just like me and. The trainer can just focus on each other. Like, he can focus on what I need to improve.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, having the big group and he don't got to focus on everybody else. We can just work on what I got to work on.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's like that exclusivity.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
I go down to Make It Rain with Drew. We get in there whenever, and it's just me and him. And I think he's a great basketball trainer. Like, he
pours into people, man. He pours into athletes. He pours into people.
And him just, like, being able to play in college, like, with those people that are in the NBA now, like, just seeing how, like, they were working and, like, me being, like, able to meet that NBA player and see, like, how his mindset was.
Yeah.
It kind of, like, pushing me a little more, too.
Okay, so that kind of broke the capacity to a little bit higher.
Yeah. Like
made that reach.
And then, like,
realistic.
Yeah.
Made
Yes.
it realistic.
And
like it's real.
His nephews,
Like it's
too. Like,
it's tangible. It's close, right?
Yeah, just watching them work out. Like, his nephews, like, Mikhail, he works out hard.
Yeah.
Hard. And
he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a heck of a player. Mikhail Burries.
Oh, Mikhail Burries?
Yeah.
That's who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep. So again, earlier before
Mikhail's
we got the
great,
phone call,
he was a great player at Newport.
Great player.
Yeah.
So it's like his mom picked a great person it's her boyfriend is a basketball guy.
Yeah.
And he had his best friend and was in the NBA. So imagine being 14 years old and you walk downstairs and there's an NBA guy, sitting on the couch. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, that's, shouts out to her for making good choices.
Dude,
she could have picked so many different other people, but she picked a solid person who's a basketball guy. So it was like, it was just perfectly built for Taylen to make it.
I love that.
At a young age, I was able to go to, like, all those. I met LeBron, shook LeBron's hand, shook Curry's hand, shook KD's hand, and it's just being like able to go to, like, they practice courts and just seeing all those players, just like how they, like, walk around and like carry themselves.
How they carried their self. Wow.
Yeah.
And you're starting to lean in on that.
Right.
Wow. I love that.
That's huge,
I
right?
love that. Yeah. Hey, but what's really cool is that I see how hard you worked. Clearly, kudos, Chuck. Kudos to you and Mom. Kudos from you as a child, agreeing and just trusting in them to do that. And now as you're evolving even more, you know, regardless of any situation, circumstances that happen, everybody's working together and you're getting better and everybody's growing.
And that's the most
How could you
important
not
thing.
want that? You know,
That's like that's the focal flip.
it
right?
is.
Like
It's a perspective shift.
Right, because again, like, you know, some parents don't know how to co-parent, and they'll pull a
Correct.
kid, you know, and they don't understand, like, you know, if we're here for the betterment of the child, we have to agree. And some, you know, you don't want to be, I can pull this way, right?
Yeah.
You can do things my way, and she can pull this way, and
Yeah.
we can both be pulling, but guess who's in the middle,
Yeah. That's a fact, my
right?
man.
Guess who's in the middle?
Ain't that right, Tay?
Yeah.
So it's so true, man. And I'm just thank you guys for just talking about that for real. Because like, you know, I experienced that as well, and I co-parent. We co-parent so well, and you know, like it's incredible because it's really about you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it real raw.
And then, like, we
though.
teach and we learn, and like, because as a human and as an adult, it teaches me, and I'm growing. I'm growing
Right.
every single day.
Right.
Like what I have learned in the last 3 years to become somewhat psychologically astute is incredible because I'm just obsessed with growing and winning. That's what I want to do. That's all I want to do.
Right.
And that's all I want to line up with. And the ones
Right.
who don't win, I'm going to show them how to do it. And the
Right.
warriors come out. It's just our wars look different. Sometimes it's on the basketball court. Sometimes it's in the brain. A lot of times it starts in the brain, ends in the brain. Okay. Comes on conditions, you know? So kudos, shout out to everyone, parents, love it. Thank you for, I'm sure, was it difficult or that kind of thing difficult for you? It's like you carry yourself really well. The public sees you carry yourself really, really well.
No,
So-
it's not really that difficult, you know.
I love it.
Cause like, I mean, I don't
You're
really know how to
conditioned
explain
well.
it. Like,
You don't have to if you want to either.
yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, just you're conditioned so well. You guys are awesome. I love that. It's part of the Focal Flip show. The first episode, you run back and watch. I'm like, we're highlighting people. That's what we're gonna do. That's the whole thing. Clearly, we're highlighting you. But you have any issues with navigating, like the pressure of the schoolwork, the game, the growing popularity?
Not really, you know. It's just a part of it. And like, you know, as I keep grinding to get better every day,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get more popular around here, popular worldwide. So
Just imagine a 15-year-old kid being surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of kids. They had to have a police escort walk them out of the gym. 15 years old.
Oh my God.
shout out Tyron Stokes.
Shout out. Dude,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
You know,
That's really like the tournament that really like changed me.
Okay, when was
Ever
this?
since that tournament right there, it's like I just went up. I played with Tyron Stokes. He's number one player in 2026 right
Yeah,
now.
25.
He's a dog.
He
Ever
is
since
a
then,
dog.
it's just I went up.
When was that? Okay.
Well, the year
What-
before
hold on,
that,
when
it
was
was
that?
the
When,
the year
when
before
was
April,
that, we
summer.
did 8th grade.
8th grade summer, I was going to my freshman year.
Yep. So you take that and bring it here to Northern Kentucky. So again, we talked earlier about conditions.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was conditioned to understand what it's like to work hard.
Yeah.
He was put in places and positions
It was
to be
impre- it's
conditioned to
impressive.
help him understand, like, yes, I'm popular.
It's
I'm
impressive.
used to people liking me.
Yeah. And I like
People like me. Like,
just-
people are supposed to want to take pictures with me.
it's pretty cool. You're just genuine about it.
Humble.
Yeah, there you go. Humble.
But Mom Dukes is going to definitely keep him humble.
Mm.
You know, I wasn't always a humble person. I feel like I was always humble, but
You humble now?
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
More humble now than I think that I was when I was younger. I felt like I was the baddest smoking. You know, I was the baddest thing smoking as I was growing up.
Yeah.
You know, I walked around with supreme confidence no matter where I was and what I was doing. Anybody that's ever played a basketball against me, they can tell you I'm coming out there with supreme confidence. I don't care if you played in the NBA. I don't care if you played at UC. Shout out Kashmir Wright. Him and I him and I grew a relationship on the basketball court.
Yeah.
You know, I knew who he was, but I didn't care. But when I went out there, I went at him.
I see where you're walking with this condition.
Oh yeah, condition. Yeah,
we lean in on the stuff that I don't know. I mean, I'm a warrior. I lean in on all the good people too. I'm wired that way. I'm wired different. Chuck's wired. We're wired different. We just are. That's my whole thing. Like my ceiling doesn't stop. You know, I'm 39 years old. What does that look like for me? I don't know, but my ceiling doesn't stop because I don't ever accomplish anything. There's always more to accomplish.
Right.
There's just always more, and I can have peace and joy doing that and stuff too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Then, imagine with all that fame, like, what do we do when
I
championship game, 9th region championship?
Yeah, I've been there.
50 seconds into the game.
Not even
50 seconds. Not even 50 seconds into the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You pull your hamstring.
I know.
You're out. Championship game.
You're segueing this perfectly.
Talk to me.
No, you go keep talking. This is perfect segue. This is what I want to get to. Yeah. Keep going.
The mental aspect of it. Only thing that I seen was my son get hurt. Everybody's looking at me. Like, it didn't affect me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, get up.
Yeah.
Get up. That's what I was saying to him.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah, get up.
Don't let him see you down.
Yeah, my parents used to say, walk it off.
Every time,
that was my thing, walk it off.
But this is the same thing that I've been saying. He could have sprayed his ankle to a grapefruit. What am I telling you?
Get up.
Get up.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the only thing I was thinking. Like, man, he'll be all right. That's Taylen.
Yeah.
He'll be all right. Everybody was like, you going down there? I'm like, no, he'll be all right.
Yeah, I
Then Sonny Silverton, he said, Chuck, here's my media pass. You can go on the court. So I took his media pass and I went down there. I wasn't shook. And when I went down there, when I finally got to my son, you know what he was doing?
What?
Smiling.
Yeah, tell me that. You're always smiling.
I don't know.
You're always smiling. EJ Walker's coming on here soon, man, and he's big smiles. You're always smiling too. You all are boys. I have such respect for just all you guys. How do you smile in a situation like that, Taylen?
I don't know. It's just I don't even know how I was smiling. I was hurting bad though. That was bad pain. Like I ain't never felt no pain like that. But
yeah, well, clearly, I mean, so you're in bad pain.
Yeah, and then it's just like I don't know. Just seeing my teammates out there just playing still, like going out there playing hard, like they out there going every time they score and they like flexing on them and then they like look at me.
Oh, firing
so
up. Oh, give me chills.
Like,
I'm just sitting here with chills, just thinking
watching
about that.
like
Fires you.
Like the little freshman, Monte. He came in and just played his heart out.
Yeah, dude.
He dived on the floor.
Yeah, dude.
Head first in front of anybody.
He's a tough kid. Love it.
So when I went down there and I seen him, only thing I told, hey, I love you, man. Don't worry about this. You'll bounce back. They got this. Make sure you over here cheering your teammates on.
And sure enough, they did, man. Shout out Newport Wildcats, 9th region champs. Are you guys cool with kind of how everything went so far? We just kind of let it go with it. Is there so there's literally nothing that really, like anything Snapchat, anything on Snapchat or anything stress you out? Like any, or does it just motivate you?
Nah, just like, I hear a lot of outside stuff from players from other schools and stuff. Like,
yeah,
I'm not that good and this, that, like.
Really?
Call me whatever.
Yeah.
Say whatever they want, you know. None of that stuff really gets to me, you know.
Gosh.
But that's the world. One thing about it, though, is the world we live in is what we call it, Twitter fingers. You know?
Yeah.
Social bullies.
Keyboard warriors.
Armchair
quarterbacks.
Right.
Backseat drivers.
Right. So
keep going with that.
Again, like I see one of the questions here is like, how does the relationship with the father coach impact mental well-being? So that's what I talked to him about, being mentally strong at all times. You know, making good decisions.
Clearly.
You know, make good decisions.
Yeah.
You know, think about what you're about to do. Like, know that you're not just a normal kid. But I've always asked him, though, one question that I've always asked him is like, do you want to make it to the NBA? Or like, what do you want to do when you grow up?
Yeah.
What do you want to do when you grow up? His number one answer since he was little has been making it to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So me and him, we might not be in the gym, but we always in the gym because we always working. I'm always challenging him. How do you feel about yourself? What are you thinking? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you making good decisions? Like, what are the type of people that you're keeping around you? Who are the type of people that you're keeping around you?
Yeah.
What are they doing? You know? Because they're not a reflection of you. Because if Johnny make a mistake, they're not going to say Johnny made a mistake.
Sure.
They're going to say Taylen Kinney made a mistake.
How do you receive that?
Receive what?
How do you receive that from him when he tells you that, like he coaches you and teaches you that? It's like, all right.
Yeah, like, all right.
I love it, man. I got you. You say I got you? I love it.
Literally.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Chuck. I just like to catch things right in the moment, you know?
No,
sometimes.
that's what it is, and that's what it's about. And again, like it's about, you know, for me, you know, co-parenting isn't always well. So him and his mom and I might not always agree upon things. But one thing that I try to do is just always stay polished, always stay up on it, you know. And I give credit when credit is due. And like I said, she picked a great partner. Yeah. You know, to help him keep going and keep going strong. Gosh. And I'll forever, regardless of anything, I'll love her for that. Because there was nothing. It's my son. Yeah, man. It's nothing more, you know what I mean? I got daughters and I love them just the same as I love my son, but this is my son. See, my daughters, they can go on and they can get married. They'll never ever have the last name Kinney again unless they hyphenate it. See, he carries on my legacy. Yeah. You know what I mean? His name will forever be Kinney, right? And he'll make a family and possibly have kids. Yeah. Right? And he's going to name those kids Kinney. Right, so I've always taken pride into that and just making sure, like, hey, any of my inequities or any way that I fall down, make sure that you don't. Always stay solid.
I love that.
You know, always talk to him like, man, you're the world's greatest. Yeah. You're the best.
Manifesting positivity.
Man, that's all I've ever.
Just speak it.
I got some beautiful videos of me just looking at him and saying, you're the greatest ever. Yeah. You're the greatest ever. I'll send him to you. And when I put, you know what I mean? He's the greatest. You're the greatest ever. You're my son. You're the strongest person ever. You know, whenever he's about to go take a test or whenever he's about to do anything, man, you know, you're the smartest. Even though you might not be able to, you don't like school that much, that's you get bored, you might, you know. I was the same way, but you're so much smarter than me. You're so much better than me.
My kids are smarter than me.
You know, so that was one thing that was like, you know, like a basketball relationship is, you know, I did what I needed to do with him on the basketball. Now I come in the gym now, I just pass him the ball, shoot. Yeah. I want him to forever love me and forever to be there for me. You know what I'm saying? So any other there, like you want to tell like people, I'm not a basketball trainer. I'm a life coach, and that's what I teach these kids. Yeah. I teach these kids, run through a wall, and when you run through the wall, keep running, keep trucking. If it knocks you down, get up, run through it again, because these kids don't know any better. Yeah. You know? So I condition my kids that I train and work with to be absolute dogs. Yeah. And you know. We talk about the foundation. You know, the foundation is the key. Younger ages are the key because now you understand what work ethics look like. Yeah. So I used to always tell them, like, if you don't want to be basketball, you don't have to play basketball. But if you want to be a doctor, guess what? I'm going to push you to be the best doctor that you can be.
That's right.
I'm going to push you to be the
best
lawyer that you can be. You
find the space. You put them in the opportunity to be able to do that and develop, and then you have that accountability piece. Love that.
This is, one thing that I do, like, because again, you know, when you asked us to come on here and we talked about focal flip, is that I want the mental aspect. And I want, you know, this question here, are you just a dog or do you incorporate mindfulness or mental training techniques into your basketball routine? And if so, how do they help? Like, what do you do? Like, because I even want to know, as his dad, I don't talk to him about these things. Yeah, I just tell him, you be a warrior. Like, get out here and grind. Like, Yeah. But what do you do? Like, what do you do to keep your mental capacity strong when it comes to basketball and sports and everything else that's going on? I don't know. I'm not looking for the answer. If it's I don't know, it's I don't know. Just talk to the people.
I don't know.
Any words of encouragement for anybody that does struggle?
Don't take nothing for granted.
Ooh.
Don't just go hard every time you step in the gym. You know, like he just said earlier, anything can happen at any time. Like what he said earlier, like you had 30 seconds. It wasn't even 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I was good to everybody.
Right.
Good to everybody before the game. I believe in good karma, bad karma. I see somebody, I'm holding the door for anybody. All you need to pick that, I got you. Going into that game. Good karma, bad karma. And then, you know, anything happened. Like, it was just a step. I probably took it 1,000 times in my career. It was just one step.
Just one step.
So with that, did you take that? Did you feel like this is karma, or did you just feel like you said anything can happen? What was
just life.
It's life. It's just life.
Anything. Hey, it's just life.
So that's one thing. Like as a parent, you know.
And
go ahead.
God, it always has a reason behind everything.
He don't make no mistakes.
So he probably did that to show the world, the whole arena, that it's not just me on the team, it's Newport basketball.
Yes.
So the team can do it without me. He probably went to show everybody in that arena, however many people it was, that they can do it without me. That's a good team without Taylen.
Wow. What a great perspective to have. That's exactly, and that's what we do here, man. We flip people, their perspectives on everything. I appreciate that more than anything. Because he's pointing over here at me. All right, hold up. Chuck Kinney says, all right, Mike, how do you bounce back? Oh, okay. Actually, I do like this one a lot. Chuck did not point this out. This was all me. How
you wrote it.
Yeah, I know I did, but I got so into this conversation. I'm a passionate person. I just love people. And I love you guys, clearly.
And to let you guys know,
so
Mike
we hop
this.
off the outlines.
He sent this 2 weeks ago. Right, so we knew what we were getting into 2 weeks ago prior to coming here, and that's what I was more excited about, because these were mental questions that I don't always talk to my son about. I don't always ask him, because I see him smiling, and I'm always smiling. I'm always happy. So and I just want to make sure that he has that same thing. And I'm just finding out today that he's more like me than I knew that he was.
I was gonna ask you guys that.
I didn't know. I'm finding out, like, you're learning and the people are learning. I'm learning
we all learning?
as well. I appreciate this so much. Learning? I appreciate this so much.
We're all learning.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do at Focal Flip. We all learn.
He said something prior to the cameras coming on too. Yeah. It's just like, I don't have bad. He said somebody might do something bad, make me mad for about an hour, but
yes, I know.
He said something along those lines.
He did say that. I hang on to everything everybody says, Tay, and I hung on that. Keep going, Chuck. Sorry.
Yeah, so, no, let's go here. How do you bounce back from disappointing games or performances, both mentally and emotionally?
No.
And what do you consider a bad game?
Ooh, yep. Me and Chuck are changing seats, bro.
A bad game is like you have a lot of turnovers. You lose your matchup. You're not affecting the game. You know, like you're not making the people around you better. You going out there taking away from other people from just being out there, like holding your teammates back because you're trying to overdo everything. That's a bad game to me. But bouncing back from like one of those type of games is just going out there like and just like breathing like you here for a reason. Like you Taylen Kinney, like, you know. Go out there, work. Yeah, go out there and play how you play. Let's make everybody else better. Like the game's gonna fall in your lap. You don't gotta force nothing. Like, you know, just like after a bad game, I just let the game come to me.
Is that what you enjoy the most of the game? Is like making others better?
Yeah, it's just like and winning.
And winning. You know? He always goes back to winning. Dude, I love that.
Dude,
right?
It's a constant theme.
Yeah.
Like after that, when I had that great game at Indiana, when I had the 49 points.
Yes.
The game before, I probably had like 11 points. I didn't play my best game, you know? And it was 2 days, like it was at 12 p.m. That first game, championship at 8 p.m. Go home, just relax. Like, just think about what you could do better. You go out there and I didn't score my first point till it was like, it's an 8-minute game. I didn't score my first point till like 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. And it just was like, the game fell in my lap. I went 16 points in the first quarter. 15 in the second quarter, and then I just kept going. Just not forcing. I wasn't forcing no shots though. It wasn't like I was just shooting every shot.
You just knew,
I'm getting my teammates involved too.
Yeah, wow. How fun is the game of basketball when that happens?
No, it's fun.
That was an amazing game to watch.
And it's
like
not
I
like-
was just like, what? And I love just watching. I've always loved him. Loved watching him play basketball because again, it's like a lot of people when they train at a young age and try to learn the game, they just go over like putting the ball in the rim, working on offense. We worked a lot on defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he knows how to be in help side. He knows how to be, you know.
Yeah. Oh, we could literally kick it on this podcast all the time and talk about all those things. It's crazy.
For real, yeah.
It's crazy. Chuck, what's the next question?
What do you see in today's youth as being the number one stressor? Is it like, especially like with social media, like everybody wants to be cool, the girls.
Yeah, being cool and following other people. Trying to follow in other people's footsteps. Like, what I can say when I was younger, I would follow other people, but just sitting down talking to my mom, dad, Drew, Kale, and all those people, like, you following other people's footsteps ain't gonna get you nowhere. You gotta start creating your own path. It's like me, ever since I, like, people around me, not gonna say no names, but they do some stupid stuff, but
Sure.
I still love them the same. It's just we got two different ways to go in life, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing about it
thank you
is
for
like
that.
the blessed thing about it is that I just really want all the kids that is around Taylen to like take heed of the opportunity that's in front of you. But the one thing about it is that everybody doesn't have the support system that Taylen has.
Yeah, y'all made me
That's
emotional.
tough. That's tough. Like having a good support system is key. Like support these kids, whether you birth them or you're around them. Like give them
Yes.
support and don't judge them for the mistakes that they've made because they don't know any better. Like you want to be like, man, he know better, but how if he, you know, if the people that's around him, everybody going left, and we expect him to go right. Like we put unrealistic expectations on certain people and certain kids, and we got to be careful of that. Wow. And we got to love on these kids, and we got to show them real love because. And another thing, you know, I used to worry about it sometimes is like Taylen gets so much love, like, you know, I like to be, you know, I put myself together every single day when I wake up. I want to smell good, look good, hair always nice, you know, well shaved or whatever was going on. But so my kids the same way. I want to have them in nice things. But since at your early age, mom didn't play. Mom really wasn't too pressed on getting them in the Jordans. Like we would buy them Jordans mutually. Both of us would do all of that. But we would also have them in the Superman shoes. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, we would have the Superman two-strap shoes, you know, from Target and Walmart. You know? So he was never caught up on the Jordans and this and that. It's like every day my boy would come outside in some Crocs. But man, where your sneakers at, man?
Bro.
So he don't get caught up in the material things or anything like that. Like, but it's like again, that was a good support system.
Yeah.
And everybody doesn't have a good support system, but you see how he understands that. But that's why he said, like, yo, my friends and my boys around me might not do the right thing, but I don't judge them.
It actually shook me up a little bit.
Right.
I admire that. Not a lot of the youth, you know, I think they really want to, they try to, but that's tough to have that perspective at such a young age. Because it's the right one. I can tell you that. That's my philosophy, man. Completely, is no matter what happens to me. So I got a little bit choked up because I love our youth. They're the future of everything, you know. And for you to be like that, people will lean in on those things. They just draw to it. You don't have to promote it to attract it. It's attraction rather than promotion, and that's what I'm catching from you. And kudos to you as a parent. What's your mom's name?
Mikhail.
All right, Mikhail. Kudos to you, everybody.
I got one more thing to say about the support system part. Like,
Let's go.
you know, like after those bad games, like we were just talking about, like the question before, like just going over like my whole like even when I have the terrible games, my family's still there for me. Family and family friends. My aunts, uncles, grandparents my grandparents make it to every game.
Dude, that's so cool.
No matter where it's
Banquet.
at.
It's so
Grandparents
Banquet.
come to the banquet.
Nah, for
like
real.
that's real. Like some
Yeah.
people's parents didn't even come, and my man's his grandparents is coming.
Love it. I love it.
And
Randy
just like,
Arena.
yeah,
I love it.
having those bad games, like just coming over there and them still saying, "Good game, you played good." Then going to the next game and seeing those same exact people in the same exact spot, right there, just being able to look over at them, and then like just them being there. My little cousins, like, I just want to be able to change my whole family's life, you know, like I just seen something. I want to be able to retire my mom. I want to get enough money to retire both my mom and my dad.
Yeah. Oh gosh, you're a good dude, man.
Like, just seeing them little kids over there, like my little cousins, like trying to like playing basketball, like my little sister.
Yeah,
like
she's hooping.
She trying to. Just gotta show them the right, like, pathway, like the right way to go, so they can change their family's life too. Like they can.
Good for you, man. Thank you. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna tell everybody right now. This is my chance to look at the cameras and tell you, whatever you do in life, anything you do, it carries an impact, carries weight. It looks different in different ways, whether it's through words or not. You have a young student athlete with an incredible future. Not only is incredibly talented, he's an incredible human being. I'm gonna get choked up because that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna give everybody that. So, what I can tell you is, like, when you go watch games, I'm a sports guy and I'm in the recovery rooms. When you go watch games and stuff, like, people are aware of things, especially the ones that have been in the trenches, the ones that are in that circle. That's awesome. Keep giving these dudes that support, give these young ladies that support, all that, because it's super important. Because he even just said he knows it's there. And every single person's different. I love that, man. I appreciate those shout outs because parents, grandparents, family, support systems, you guys, everybody getting along and you still growing and everybody getting better, that's beautiful. That's how life is supposed to be. And sometimes we have to take our pride and our ego and stick those things to the side, and that's hard for us to do as people. Your outlook is incredible. I'm so stoked to watch you even some more. But not only that, I'm really stoked to just learn even more about you as a person. Of course, I'm going to be hanging out with your dad a lot because I love your dad. I have a lot of respect for your dad. He was point guard, I was shooting guard. You know, Chuck, take over.
Thanks for having us. Shout out to all family and friends. Again, everybody that supports Taylen, whether you're in the building, in the game, at a game, whether you're giving them a ride. Ultimately, anybody that's saying positive prayers and sending positive affirmations our way, like thank you. Again, like if anybody, any young kid or anybody, like any young kid can take from this, like always stay positive. You know, you're not gonna make every shot. You're not gonna get every rebound. You're not gonna get every box out. You're not gonna be always in the perfect help side. But always respect the game, work hard, stay positive. Any parents out there, I just want to say, like, your kids are going to watch you. Always breathe positivity into them, even when you're, always teach lessons. Find a way to get your point across without yelling or putting your hands on your child. They're not going to always agree with you. You're probably not going to know much more. They're probably definitely going to know more than you, right? Not really, but right, Can't tell this boy nothing, but I nah. But he does listen. He does listen, and he asks questions, and I allow him to ask questions. His mom allows him to ask questions, but we raised a respectable kid, and always, you have to respect your child. You are the parent, so ultimately, what you say goes. But stay solid with the kids, man. Stay solid with the kids. Trainers, I'll go ahead and give you the secret sauce. Teach the kids how to go hard, work hard. Once they reach that limit or to that point where they feel like they've worked hard, push them harder. Push them harder.
Yes.
And that's what's going to get them to that level of superiority. That's the right word. Like, you know what I mean? The tip-top level, the tip-top shape. All right, that's what's going to make them great. Whatever it is that they do. My son, I wanted them to play basketball, and guess what? He took the basketball, and I love it. And he's great because he puts in the work. He knows what it looks like. He was surrounded by people who wanted him to work hard and pushed him to work hard. We're grateful for that. Thank you for everything. Thank you for listening. God is the greatest.
Hey.
God is the greatest. And if you put your mind to it, you can do it. You're the greatest ever.
I love it.
All right? You're the greatest ever. And I love you.
Love you too.
Oh, I love that. Dude, this is such an awesome podcast, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Tay, I love you, bro.
Yeah, thank you for having me, you know?
I'm so grateful for this. The shout outs. I just thank you. I appreciate it. That's what, our job out here, man.
Shout out Make It Rain and Next Level. All the younger kids that want to get some work in. Push yourself to the next. D1 Northern Kentucky, Black Sheep.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to push yourself to the next level, go to those places. You want to be great. It takes time. Go get the work in with the best of the best.
Oh, man. I love it. What do you think about Focal Flip?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, shout out Focal Flip.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys for real.
Yeah. And shout out, everybody that's doing something, man. I got my close brothers that's out here, like he said. You can go to Next Level in Wilder. You can go to Make It Rain in Newport. You can go to D1 in Hebron. You can go to Neville's Fitness in Newport. You need
Black
videos.
Sheep and Blue Ash.
Black Sheep and Blue Ash. My boy Pat Coyne, man. Shout out to Pat Coyne. I appreciate everything you're doing for us. Man, we love everybody, man. Everybody that's behind the scenes, the tribe that we're building behind Tay, making sure he has great decision makers and great people that's helping him make decisions as he's moving forward. All the people that's pushing for the NIL opportunities for this young man, everything that's going on. We're so grateful for you guys. You know who you are. We like to keep things tight to the chest, close to the chest. But those people, you know who you are. The people that's building Taylen's brand, TK0, all of that. My brother, Mr. Kentucky, the best videographer in Northern Kentucky. I'm going to say it again. My brother, Mr. Kentucky, Trent Grayson, the best videographer in Northern Kentucky. And I have to shoot a big shout out to him because Taylen wasn't getting the recognition that he deserved, and Trent was like, man, he the best ever. He's the best kid. He's the best third grader. He's the best. I'm gonna show the world. And Trent picked up his camera phone, his iPhone, and we drove to Hoover, Alabama, and he recorded everything. And it was like a day in the life of Taylen. And he recorded the trip, every game. He went back and he edited it on his cell phone, and that was the start of Mr. Kentucky 24, the videographer.
That's cool. Yeah.
And it all started because he only wanted to get his nephew the recognition that he deserved.
I love it. I follow him. I followed him before he got big, and even like when I think I might have even reached out to him on Facebook one time and said, I just like your work.
Yeah.
I wonder if I have that still.
Yeah.
But then, I remember him saying, when he hit 10,000 followers, it's I'm not very surprised by that.
Right. But he's so grateful. He's so, again, he's humble, but he put in the work. So when you put in the work, man, you ain't got to be humble.
Cool.
It's okay to, flex. Yep. You put in the work. You grinding for this. All right, man. Shout out Mr. Kentucky. Yeah, shout out Mr. Kentucky, man. My mom, my dad, all my grandparents, my aunt, my uncle, everybody that's involved, my cousins. Everybody, of you friend, family, man, I appreciate y'all. Again, remember, man, there's no reason a kid in Northern Kentucky should not be in the gym getting better in whatever sport that it is that you're doing. Yeah. Go be great. Great. That's right. Come see me and we'll get your mind right. We'll get you on the court so you can get incredibly great. Yeah, don't lose place at the Focal Flip. The mental aspect of the game, the mental aspect of life, man. So many people, man. Prayers for anybody on suicide watch. Prayer for anybody that's thinking about doing anything negative to themselves or to anybody around you. Again, stay positive, man. Talk to somebody. And also check on people, man. Your strongest people might be the people that are in trouble the most. So
Oh, good one.
stay locked in, y'all. Stay locked in.
Good one. All right. We love it. Hey, we're going to end this thing real quick with another little positivity. He's super good. Chuck's good too. We're all three going to give the trick shot a shot. I'm going to grab the GoPro. We're going to go out. With that being said, like, subscribe, swipe. With
Follow
that being
Taylen
said,
on Instagram.
follow Taylen. What's your Instagram handle? We'll pop it up on the screen.
Yeah, Taylen_Kinney13.
Yep.
Taylor, you can follow mine.
All right.
Will you follow me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Love you guys. We'll see y'all. We're out. All right.
Peace.
See you. I'm out.
There we go.
Oh, hey, let's go. Taylen Kinney, y'all saw it here first. Trick shot challenge. Trick shot challenge. Trick shot challenge. Oh, dude, hey, if this don't tell you what kind of a competitor he is, okay? He did it. He accomplished the one shot. But because I went with two, he's already going back out with two. Chuck, tell me about your experience at the Folk Flip Podcast.
Hey, the Focal Flip 5 podcast was great. Thanks for having us out here. Hey, mental health is real. Take it serious, guys. Take control of your mental health. Speak to somebody. Speak to a friend. Speak to a family member. Speak to anybody who you're trusted. You don't have to tell them your secrets, but just get some stuff off your chest. Don't hold that stuff in, right? And ultimately, pray to the man upstairs, y'all.
That's right. Okay, you ready to wrap this thing up?
If you like Focal Flips videos, my dad's videos, go to YouTube, Spotify, and Apple, and like and subscribe to be updated.
I love it.